So I'm Abhaynoor Singh. I'm Director Strategy in Tynor. The trend that I see in the orthopedic sector, we called it the orthopedic soft goods sector, is that there is a huge demand of this product in the market. However, most of the countries are not manufacturing it. And the reason is the complexity of the whole thing, the complexity of the manufacturing practices, the R&D. So most of the countries that are making these products, so this is a very labor intensive product, and China is one of the major exporters of this particular product, and India has now become very strong here. In the recent past and the geopolitical trends that we see, India is having a good opportunity in front of China to dominate the market now, because the international markets are looking for Indian options as a matter of supply chain, because the supply chains, they don't want to, after the pandemic, they don't want to be dependent on just one particular geography. So India has a huge opportunity. So countries like USA, Canada, the Europe, entire continent, Africa, they're looking at Indian brands and saying, hey, can we get a good quality product, a good brand coming out of India and supplying to the rest of the world. So that's the geopolitical scenario. But the trends we see here is that people are demanding more quality oriented products. They're asking more products which are technically better, and the products which are more validated. The science is correct behind the products. So that trend is there as people are getting more educated about their bodies. Especially after COVID, people face a lot of challenges, right? The back would be hurting, the neck would be hurting. They realize maybe the things that they were using, that can be the pillow that they use, that can be the mattress that they use, the chair that they were using, they were not right. Why? Because they had to sit for long hours, work for long hours. So the consumer trend that we see, people are now getting aware of their body. And they understand after COVID that if they don't take care of their body now, it might hurt them in the coming future. So that created a very good opportunity for our industry. So when we talk about the market, 5 years back, I think the market was at around 500 crore. The organized sector was around 500 crores in India. Today, the organized sector is around 1000 crores or 1200 crores. Though these, the data points of our industries are not captured by the research agencies or the research data that gets published. So these figures come from the research that we've done in the industry. There's a significant unorganized part of the industry as well. So the total industry might be around 1600 crores in India only. So the first few products that we made were again splints. The splints, which we call the back belts today, was a back belt, a knee cap, right? Those were the simpler products. And entering into this market, these are the bulk products which are there. So the back belt, the knee cap, right, the wrist splint, these were the few products that we started with. And eventually we ventured out into from head to toe all the categories. Right. So explaining this category, we go from compression, which is just putting pressure from all the sides to a certain, so let's say a kneecap, right? It's putting pressure on your muscles and your joint. All the way going up to immobilization, where you can't even move your knee. It's called a knee immobilizer, right? So this is zero immobilization, but compression, right? And there are levels of compression. Then the most extreme product, which is immobilizing. 100% you can't move the product. We have about 4 or 5 steps in between where we give a range of immobilization. You still can move, but there is a little bit of restriction that's there, because that's what is required in these products. So today we have around 200 products that are there, and these 200 products are specifically dealing with various joints, various movable parts of your body. That's why we call it ortho soft goods, right? So the highest category that we look at is probably the back. So you might have heard a lot of people are having back issues, right? A lot of people are having knee issues. A lot of people are having cervical issues, right? So these 3 are the top, I would say, picks of our industry. Eventually, what we see here, that there are complementary categories that are there, something like sports. sports people might get injured because they have something very extraneous that they're doing, and usually they become Tynor patients later on, Tynor customers later on. So we thought, why not intervene beforehand, before they even get injured? Because when they get injured, their career sometimes is done. If Tynor comes into that picture saying, can we help you before? So we launched a brand called Tynor Sport. Tynor Sport is this brand given to all the sports people, and not just the sports people, regularly people who are trying to go to the gym, trying to just pick that extra set, or trying to just pick that extra weight. We said, wear these products, don't get injured, because you'll sit home for 6 months. We don't want that. You will eventually come for a Tynor product, but don't injure yourself. That's where Tynor came in. So this is preventive for people who are active. Then there are people who are not active, who have a sedentary lifestyle, who are working most of the times, who are sitting most of the time, who are driving most of the times, or riding a bike most of the time, but they do not have an active lifestyle. So what they are doing is, they are not sitting right, they are not sleeping right, they are not walking right, or they are riding a bike on a road which is bumpy, or they are riding a car on that road, right? And this leads to a lot of orthopedic problems, right? So you might have heard of a slip disc, or a spondylitis, or spondylolysis. All these various issues kind of emerge because of this lifestyle. And we thought, why not, interject right now? If somebody's sitting for a longer time, why can't we say, hey, use these products so that eventually you don't have to use a Tynor belt? We anyways play a part in the journey, but let's help people not get to that stage where it becomes bad. And the most beautiful part is, people are now understanding the need for this product.